How's it going, YouTube? My name is Ari and welcome back to Blue Lion Finance. Now, if you are brand new to the Blue Lion Finance channel and you're just stopping by for your very first episode, I want to personally welcome you here and catch you up to speed and sharing with you that this channel is all about investing, as well as my very own personal journey to amassing $100,000 within my Vanguard brokerage account. Now, as a quick update, that account is currently sitting at $73,040.67. For all of you tried and true Blue Lion followers watching this video, that is a $391.16 increase just from last week alone. Of course, we ended last week in green, but even more exciting news, today's video is going to be all about two high growth stock opportunities that fall within the aerospace industry that are flying well below the market radar. So certainly a video you do not want to miss out on. Now, as always, just before we actually dive in, go ahead, tap on that thumbs up button for me, as it greatly helps me out in growing this channel and getting the word out there. But moreover, if you personally have not already subscribed to the Blue Lion Finance channel, go ahead, tap on that subscribe button. Not only would I personally love to have you along the journey with me, but I want you all to take advantage of the giveaway that we have underway right now. That is a giveaway for a $50 One Hope Wines gift card. Now, the rules to the giveaway are in the description, so make sure you read below, but the main rule of thumb is you just have to be a subscriber to the channel. Now, with all of that being said, YouTube, let's get right to it. So just before we actually take off into today's video, I want to take you back with me about 5 or 6 years ago. And there I was standing in Miami. I was overlooking the water on the beach, and I was just admiring all the yachts that were passing by. Now, I happened to be at a family event. Now, that event had friends, of course, and then family friends, friends of friends. But there was one gentleman in particular that I will never forget, because he gave me some of the best investing advice that I've ever received. He said, Ari, sometimes in investing, the best investments that you can make are never the investments that everybody's talking about. You know, those high growth stock opportunities with a ton of hype. Sometimes the best investments you can actually make are the investments that are flying well below the radar of the market, the ones that are just in the shadows. You know, those boring companies that nobody ever thinks to invest in, but we need them. Now, in this video, that is exactly what these two stock opportunities are all about, which brings me to the very first stock opportunity that I truly believe is flying beneath the radar of the market, that being Boeing, ticker symbol BA. Now, Boeing is a company founded back in 1916. They have been an incredibly well-established company over time, since their founding, becoming one of just two major aircraft manufacturers in the entire world, manufacturing airplanes, helicopters, telecommunications equipment, as well as satellites. Now, as an investor, what makes me incredibly confident to invest in Boeing is the very fact that they have contracts with the United States government and the Department of Defense, manufacturing rockets and missiles as well. So certainly a company that is not going anywhere anytime soon. But when it comes to Boeing and why they get such an honorable mention in today's video is specifically because they were hit with a double whammy. Now, it goes without saying that 2020 was an incredibly rough year for literally any and all businesses on a global scale. The entire world shut down. But when it comes to Boeing, being within the travel space, the aerospace industry, they took a massive hit because, as you know, travel in 2020 came to a halt. But even before the pandemic, before 2020, Boeing was actually already under fire and scrutiny after the rollout of the Boeing 737 MAX planes that came out in 2019. Now, with this big rollout, it was supposed to be the newest, the latest technological advancements installed in an airliner, and it absolutely was. But of course, with all new technological advancements, there are sure to be bugs and kinks to be worked out. And unfortunately, hundreds upon hundreds of people lost their lives in the process of this mishap, where two Boeing 737 MAX planes fell right from the sky. Now, in both of those cases, the pilots had actually recorded that they had trouble monitoring the altitudes, and before they knew it, the Boeing 737 MAX planes were falling right from the sky in an uncontrollable downward spiral before their crashes. And it was after this second crash that the FAA took immediate action in grounding every single Boeing 737 MAX plane, as they should have, and of course that halted all sales. So we can already see here that the descent in Boeing stock share price in 2019 was declining. It went from $385 a share all the way down to $300 a share. And then boom, there we were with 2020. Boeing absolutely is devastated with the onset of the pandemic and travel being completely halted. So we can see Boeing stock literally just nosedives down from $300 all the way down to a 2020 low of $97 per share. Now that works out to be a 297% stock share price decline, which is just absolutely insane to think about. But as an investor, my job is not to look at the past performance, but to take a look at where the company is heading, if they are a stable company to invest in for the future, which is exactly why I'm here now, building a bullish case on Boeing for you to get invested in right now. Now, Boeing has $141.92 billion market cap. They're contracted with the United States government, the Department of Defense. Most importantly, they are one of the world's leading manufacturers of airplanes and aircraft. I do not think they're going anywhere anytime soon. And a matter of fact, the proof is already in the pudding, because we're already starting to see those sales begin to go right back up. The pandemic is certainly winding down on a global scale. But more importantly for Boeing is that the Boeing 737 MAX plane has been given the clearance it needs from the FAA to once again take to the skies. All the bugs, the kinks, and the computer troubles have seemingly been worked out, so fingers crossed. But nonetheless, I myself hold 7 total shares worth of Boeing that I bought back in April of 2020. I have certainly seen a nice return so far and only expect to see a greater return come the future. Now, the good news for all of you is that Boeing is still about 43% below their pre-pandemic highs, so still a ripe opportunity for any and all investors to get invested in Boeing today. Now, coming up on the second high growth stock opportunity on the day, we have HXL Corporation, that's ticker symbol HXL. Now, HXL Corporation was brutally beaten down just as Boeing was in 2020. HXL Corporation is an industrial material manufacturer, primarily focused on the production of carbon fiber, honeycomb structures, as well as aerospace adhesives. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, what in the world is any of that? Not to worry, I'm right there with you, because prior to doing due diligence on HXL Corporation, I had just no idea what they were all about. But that just goes to say that HXL Corporation is the epitome of a quote-unquote boring company in which we can invest in, that is a lesser known but incredibly lucrative investment. Now, when it comes to HXL Corporation, they have a $5.15 billion market cap, an incredibly strong balance sheet, and a proven sales track record as they continue to grow their massive footprint within the aerospace industry as an industry supplier. In reviewing HXL Corporation's stock share price, we can see here that HXL Corporation was trading for around $75 per share prior to the pandemic. Then during 2020, it hits its all-time low at $27 per share. But that is exactly why HXL Corporation has received its honorable mention in today's video, because it is a ripe time to invest in HXL Corporation. We have Deloitte saying that travel is going to be coming back stronger than ever coming into 2022 and 2023 upon that global reopening. But most importantly for that HXL Corporation investor, or for those of you thinking about getting invested in HXL Corporation, is to take note of the fact that 55% of HXL Corporation's revenue is coming in from commercial aerospace sales. So just as the world reopens, HXL Corporation sales should be going back up. And then 30% of HXL Corporation's revenue is also coming in from space and defense. So you got to think about the longer term future here as an investor in HXL Corporation. We just had Virgin Galactic make it into space yesterday, Blue Origin launching in a couple weeks. So I would only suspect that more and more space companies are going to be ordering more parts and pieces from a company like HXL Corporation, which just again helps build a more bullish case for those looking to get invested into HXL Corporation as we speak today. And that is it. Those are the two high growth stock opportunities between Boeing and HXL Corporation that you as an investor can get invested in today, hold on for the long run, and make out very well for a nice ROI to come. Now, if you like what you heard, you learned something new, go ahead, tap on that thumbs up button for me. It would greatly help me out in growing the Blue Lion Finance channel and getting the word out there. If you haven't already, go ahead, tap on that subscribe button for me while you're at it. I would personally love to have you along the journey with me and want you to take advantage of that giveaway. Now, YouTube, until the next video, I will see you all there.